From what's on my table, can you guess where we are? Obviously, it's Chennai. India takes on Zimbabwe at Chepauk on the 26th, and Team Revsportz has made its way from Ahmedabad to Chennai. There are a lot of concerns in the Indian team right now. Last night, we saw a massive 76-run loss for the Indian team. Lots of factors went into that. Entry points for some of the players, bowling combinations, Washington Sundar's inclusion in the team, and Akshar Patel being benched, the vice-captain of the team. We also have, of course, Surya Kumar Yadav, the Indian skipper, anchoring the innings when Tilak Verma is already there anchoring the innings. And of course, who can forget Washington Sundar at number 5. All of these decisions accumulated into a loss for Team India, but there are things that can be worked on. Indian team can move forward from this. Tomorrow, India practices from 6 to 9 p.m. No press conference, no answers to any of your questions. Day after tomorrow, though, there will be the pre-match press conference. And of course, India practices in an afternoon session, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. That's the entire schedule. But there will be some highlights that we will be looking at. One is Abhishek Sharma. How is he batting in the nets? Because in the last game, that intent that we know Abhishek for, that we love Abhishek for, was not there. Number 2, are there any changes in the batting positions? Last time around in that pre-match press conference, we asked Surya multiple questions about Sanju Samson, whether or not he can replace a Tilak Verma, or maybe concerns about Abhishek Sharma as well, but we did not find many answers at that point. Now, will there be an extensive batting session for Sanju Samson, which gives us a hint into whether or not he's playing in the next game, is something we will have to wait and watch. Ryan Doshkata yesterday came out in the press conference after the match and tried to explain what went wrong. He said that it was an off day for the Indian team, who had 4 out of 4 wins in the World Cup tournament. On the other hand, you had a Sitanshu Kotak in the mixed zone, where he said that do not put any doubts in the minds of the players. It is a one-off game. We have been winning so far, and don't put any doubts in the players' minds, is what he said. It sent us all for a spin, because we are trying to understand where the accountability is, because there are some things that are going wrong when it comes to India's tactical calls here. Gautam Gambhir with the left-hand combination, left-right combination, is Indian batting lineup becoming too predictable at this point because of the amount of left-handers at the top? If you go back to the Sukri Conrad press conference ahead of the match, you will realize that he did say that there are a lot of loopholes in India's batting and we are going to exploit them, and they did. The other thing is, are there also concerns about the bowling here? Because for South Africa, the way that Lungi Ngidi, Kagiso Rabada, Marco Jansen were bowling, they were bowling with brilliant pace-off deliveries. Their pace variations were incredible. On the other hand, you did not see as much with the Indian bowlers. Varun Chakravarti, you can say that had an off day, went for 47 odd runs. Hardik Pandya too, going for 45 runs, is not a good sign here, considering that this was a fresh wicket that India was batting on. So all the talk about tricky conditions, challenging conditions, it sort of went for a toss last night, and India was just not able to take on what they had been served on their platter. Stay tuned to Revsportz. We will be back. There's more food that has been added on this table. This is the chicken 65, which I just found out has been invented in Chennai. Who knew that? But stay tuned to Revsportz. We'll be back very soon. Tomorrow, join us for a live show at 10 a.m.